Well, everyone, it's Monday, July the 21st, 2025. I'm Doug. It's time once again to play some Wordle. Another longtime viewer, friend of the show, Connie KB6368, writes in, Doug, we're with you through thick and thin. Oh, thank you, Connie. So I started with thick today. Let's try and think a starting word. Yes, I like that, Connie. Thick is a really quality starting word. It checks off a lot of good boxes for us. So you know what? That's what we're going to do today. Let's see what we get with the word thick. Oh, started right off there with a green tile. Those are always kind of that little jump excitement there. We have a T in position and an I out of position in the middle. So, okay, I'm happy about that. It's a nice start for us. I think that we probably have to assume the I is going to be in the second or the fourth spot. I can see the possibility of it going in either way. I could see it going either way. I feel like maybe I want to evaluate that in the fourth spot. So then the question becomes... So TH something, TH, yeah, see, I don't think TH something I is what I'm looking for. We could maybe have a vowel in the second spot. Oh, you know what would be interesting here? There's a lot of possibilities here. But, you know, the first one that came to mind, I think I would be inclined to probably go with, because it'll let us check another vowel. I think there could be two vowels. I don't think I'm going to see... Well, actually, hold on. All right, so I was going to say tepid, but now I'm going to call an audible and change my mind on that. What I think is more compelling, we could do timid here and guarantee to know where the I is, and if there's more than one. So we can get a lot of really strong information with timid here that will help us play this out. Obviously, the M and the D are great letters to look at. So I think just based on the quality information we're guaranteed to get, timid makes a lot of sense to me. And you never know, it could be the answer. We could have a two-guess solve here. So that's always something to be excited about. So having said that, let's see where we're at. Is the answer to today's puzzle the word timid? No, it's not. Okay, but good information. We found the I. We know there's only one of them. Very good to know. So we have T-I blank, blank, blank. Again, I think that you're likely going to have room for another vowel. I would be willing to bet that it's going to be in that fourth spot. I don't think you're going to see a T-I-A, T-I-E, T-I-U, T-I-O. I don't think that's likely. I think that... it will be interesting to try and figure out, think about what would make sense in that third spot, too. I was going to, oh boy, here's an interesting possibility. I suppose we can't rule out the possibility of two T's. So now what I'm wondering, I'm pretty confident that the fourth spot is going to be a vowel. 4 possibilities for it, right? What seems to be stuck in my brain right now is the word tighten. That feels really interesting to me. Because kind of like just sort of like visualizing without actually putting it up on the screen, the E, I'm not seeing anything that jumps off the page, having it in the fourth spot. The U, no, the O, like nothing immediately comes out there. But the A, you have tighten. You can't do title, obviously, because we tested the D. But this feels interesting. I think it's worth, for no other reason, we're going to get one of the 4 vowels looked at, I think is the best prospect. And I do want to know for sure whether I have to worry about that second T. So I think I'm going to do this. It feels like a pretty good idea. So let's find out where we're at. Is the answer to today's puzzle the word tighten? No, it's not. Okay, and none of that fits. So no additional T. So we know now there's no double T or I, which is, again, helpful. We know that fourth letter now where E, U, and O is the most likely thing that we're looking for here. So perhaps the next thing I kind of look at is maybe thinking about that E here a little bit more, right? Timer doesn't work because we tested the M. Tyler, maybe Tiler. Tiger is interesting. So I think the R is an interesting letter to consider here. I think that's important. I don't feel like, the S is not likely here because it's not going to be a plural. And I don't see SE, SO, SU. So R is a compelling letter here. So tiger is interesting. Tyler, tiger, right? So I think tiger is the next place to go here. Because if the E doesn't light up, we're down now. Granted, we'll be down to 2 guesses, so that's not a great place to be. But I feel like we're going to move forward here in some spot, if not get the answer. So I think tiger is what I have to do here. So here we go. Is the answer to today's puzzle the word tiger? No, it's not. Oh, wow. Nothing. Okay, so now this is getting a little bit hairy. We know the U or the O has to be what's in that 4th spot. I guess I'll look at possible. Oh, this is a little scary here. Look at the U here. So here in this spot, I don't see anything that makes sense with that U in terms of what would be the 3rd letter. Again, knowing that you can't have another T or an I in here. So what about that O? Let's see here. This is weird, right? Is it possible that I'm wrong about the vowel? Could it be oh, you know what might be happening here? What if there's a Y at the end? So you know what that brings in the possibility of here? And I don't think there's a whole lot of possibilities. But what about tipsy? Maybe I was wrong about the classic vowel. So with tipsy, T-I blank blank Y, right? Tizzy? I don't know if that would... Tizzy, maybe? Right? But tipsy certainly makes sense here. Tipsy makes a lot of sense here. And I feel like I'm going to be honest, we're in a precarious spot here. If it's not tipsy, I don't know what the plan B is. We'll have one guess left to work with. Oh, wow. Wow, that's not a great spot. I think we have to go with tipsy, and now nervousness is most definitely set in here. But let's go and see what we get. Is the answer to today's puzzle the word tipsy? No, it's not, but there's the Y. Okay. The Y is at the end. Okay. So here's the scenario, right? The O or the U can't... There's no place for the O or the U, right? Definitely not the U. T-I blank O-Y? Unless I'm missing something. No. So I'm at tizzy. Tiffy is like a nickname for someone named Tiffany. I don't think Tiffy has a definition beyond that. Tizzy is like, I'm emotionally compromised. I'm in a tizzy. Oh my God, the tizzy is the last guess. This is scary though. So let's assume there's no U in the O here. T-I blank blank Y. Q is out. W is out. F would be Tiffy. I don't think that that's anything other than a short form for the word the name Tiffany, which I don't think is valid here. J has to be out. L, Tilly. I think of like the actress Jennifer Tilly. I don't think Tilly is a word. I don't think it's a word. So this could be a case where if we fail, it's because it's a word I don't know. B, Tibby, no. Like I think we have to look for a double letter, right? V, no. X, Z, Tizzy. I'm at Tizzy. I keep coming back to that. I don't see any other combination. T-I blank blank Y. Again, you know, we have no more T's and I's, so that's all out of the equation here. The U and the O don't make any sense. Unless, again, we're dealing with a word I don't know. And there's nothing I can do about that. The only word I've ever heard that fits here is tizzy. Oh, that's crazy, isn't it? Wow. T-I-Z-Z-Y, huh? That's all I've got. Oh, my goodness. Well, our current streak, whatever it is, I don't remember. It's not that great, not that long. But I think we're putting it on the line here. And to use poker parlance, we're all in. And I'm not thrilled with the cards I've got here. Tizzy. I think that's all I've got. Well, let's find out. Ladies and gentlemen, is the answer to today's puzzle the word tizzy? Yes, it is. Holy Toledo, tizzy. Well, I'm in a tizzy. I hope you're in a tizzy. Oh, I can't wait to see the comments here. Tizzy has got to have been a problem for a lot of folks out there. Oh, my goodness. Well, all right. We're going to leave this as it is. Great puzzle, everyone. Tomorrow's Tuesday. We're gonna pay tribute to a great starting word audio, a classic. So tune in for that, folks. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for some more Wordle.